Just checking out some of the latest footage from Deontay Wilder and Malik Scott as they make their final fine-tuning preparations to take on, once again, Tyson Fury. My counterpunch to the footage that I saw, I seen something that I think Malik Scott, and I feel Malik Scott has actually improved Wilder on, of the feints, because he was... because normally when you see a Deontay Wilder, he's, he'll get to the point, he'll force a jab. You know what I mean? It's like it's not a stiff jab. It's a thudding, like a forced jab. Okay, that shit coming from his elbows. That he was doing a lot of that, and then a lot of times either he would do that or he would throw away that shot just to throw that right hand. It was simple but effective. But pretty soon, if you keep doing the same thing, someone will catch on to that shit. See, I want people to understand, Deontay Wilder was a very dangerous person because he kept it simple. You ever heard the saying, keep it simple, stupid? I bet you any money JD's use that shit. Keep it simple, stupid. Not you, Deontay. Hey, I'm going to go to the bar. Nah, but that's what he did. He threw that jab, threw that right hand, because he only said he was only looking for one punch. What I'm saying from Deontay Wilder now is he's throwing variety of punches. And it's looking good. It's looking good. I wouldn't throw a double hook though. You know what I mean? Especially somebody like Fury. I would throw one hook. I'll throw a hook, then dip over, then counter, then throw a right, then dip over and throw a left hook. I wouldn't throw pa, pa, because I don't think that second hook is, the way it was landing. I don't think it would be more effective had he just threw the left hook off the counter. You know what I mean? So if he dips, bow, then dips back, bow, instead of bop, bop, because it's not enough steam on that second punch. All it's doing is leaving this open as he's going down to the body. Okay, that would be my only critique on that, but I like what I see. Deontay looks cut up. He looks ripped. I ain't never seen the man fat, so, he's pretty much always looking like that because he's a lean, very particular built guy. All of his muscles, all the strength is in his back. So that's where that right hand, that's where, Felix Trinidad, if you looked at Felix Trinidad, he wasn't like Deontay, but Felix Trinidad, he was this long, lean dude, and you wonder where the muscles were. They were in his back, That's where the power came from. And I think the same thing for Deontay Wilder. But I like the feints. I like the jabs. I like the body work, and I like that he's listening. That's the most important thing. He's listening, and everyone's working together. And let me say this while I'm thinking about it. Shout outs to JD's, because, I know it has to be difficult for a person that was lead trainer, and it takes some humbling within the camp to just say, you know what, I think Malik Scott would be better. Even though it means me stepping down, I want to help the team overall. I still want to be a part of the team. So therefore, let's do this. So shout outs to JD's. I know I crack on him and I give him a hard time, but I think he's a real likable guy. And I think, he's the kind of guy that generally cares for people. I do think that. And I think he generally cares for Deontay. And I think Deontay discerned that. I think they jailed a lot more than him and Mark Breland. Besides what Mark Breland's knowledge was, being a trainer, I think he kept JD's along because he knew JD's genuinely cared for him. And I think vice versa. You know what I mean? Because I think JD's was there before Mark Breland. Matter of fact, JD's hired Mark Breland. So, JD's was there before. So Deontay's all about loyalty. So at the end of the day, I think, JD stepping down was a great thing, because a lot of people, they can get stuck regardless being a yes man or not. Some people are only yes men because of the position they're in. Counterpunch. So I think at the end of the day, I think it was a good idea for JD's to step down, because he realized, like, hey, I got a fighter that's a previous former fighter, and I know he's watched Deontay for a long time. He's been in the camp. He's known what Deontay's worked on, and he brings to the table something else that's going to help Deontay Wilder. So I like that at the end of the day. Great footage. Again, I can't wait for the fight. Stay tuned for the prediction. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.